Tapia, you mustn't! Darling, how could you? Oh, darling, you... Why?
Hey, Chippy, step out of it, would you?
What? I thought you'd just gone back to town, but then I saw you lying there, not moving. And then you started shouting loudly. I have to say, it kind of startled me. I'm alright. Sorry for startling you. Lumiere, is that a person's name you were saying? Were you remembering something from your past, perhaps? No, it's nothing. Nothing at all. So, should we go to Merlin's? We have to tell him that we found the last pure heart. And it just takes us there, okay.
So we have gathered all the pure hearts and all 4 of the heroes, it seems. Now we just stop this Count Black guy and call it a day.
I mean, if only it were that simple. I fear for the poor people of this world who must continue to look at the sky and worry. We must act quickly and ease their hearts and minds. I stuttered.
What troubles you, Tippy?
The prophecy. Do we really have to destroy Count Black from... Stop it. To stop it? I can't read, apparently.
Much of the dark prophecy has already come to pass. Let's stop it we must. 'Twas by Count Black's hand that the Chaos Heart was summoned, bringing this peril. Without him, the prophecy's power will wither, and all worlds can avoid their ends.
Yes. I suppose you're right. Guess we always knew that, didn't we? Tippy, what's the matter, huh?
My dear, is there something between you and this Count Black?
No. Nothing. It was nothing. I'm fine, let's go.
Very well, then. Once again, your first task is to set this pure heart in a heart pillar. Once you've done that, you must head back to the Black Tower in Flockside. After a lot. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Super Paper Mario. Last episode, we dealt with some very heavy topics, but we did get our final pure heart. In this episode, we're gonna do some prep. As well as, I want to talk about some things. I won't talk about it yet, because there are some ways I want to discuss what I want to discuss, and let's just say the next while I'm gonna have a lot to talk about. So, yeah. For now, I want to sell my gold bar. And I also want to, whatchamacallit? I want to get ready. Now, what do I mean by ready? I want to... Let's store some items, because I don't need... Okay, so I will not need a cake mix, and I will not need, a shooting star. I do want some fire bursts and some shroom shakes. But yes, I will discuss what we saw. Believe me, I will. I promise, because it's one of my favorite things to talk about when it comes to this game. Even those that don't play this game, I love discussing it. But yes, I will talk about it. Just not yet. But yes, so I recommend making preparations. Whether you're going to do what I'm going to do, which I've hinted at before, I'm doing the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials. Like, that's like the first thing we're going to do. Because that is technically post-game, but you can do it early. It is just pretty difficult. So, the best way I can recommend to stock up and prepare is getting shroom shakes and fire bursts. And then going to, don't worry, we'll talk to everyone later. And going to the chef's place. Oh, we can talk to everyone at Flopside while we're here, though, I guess. We're gonna make one more trip to Flipside, just to, you know, get the talking out of the way. So then we won't have to do it when, we go through the pit, or after we're done with the pit. Because after the pit, that's when we go to the final chapter.
My husband is leaving the house late at night and not returning until morning. When I ask him about it, he won't tell me anything, and he's my husband. These past 60 years mean nothing. Oh, I'd best just stop. I just don't care anymore. None of this matters.
I find these two really depressing too. Like, I mean, just over parts of the game they have been, which is a bad thing. I do like the themes that they're showing here. Well, it's just a matter of time before the end of all worlds, whippersnapper. Anything that you've left undone? I know what I've got to do. Thanks to you, I'm living every day to the fullest. Make sure you don't have any regrets either. Got that? He's actually kind. For his, he used to be a little cranky sometimes, but here, no. If he was the best one named Carrie, he didn't even stop on Spike then. Okay, see, that actually is common knowledge. We won't go down there yet, because we'll need to go down there anyway. My classmate's so many cards. Boy, I'm getting sick of it. Stupid cards aren't fun. I have one more card to get, and I can't find it. So stupid, so pointless. I need to advance my allowance or something. Oh, it's hard fitting in. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, though, I will say, I find it amusing how different characters react, but the children in particular don't think about the end of the world. They're like naive and still have their childlike whimsy. It's kind of sad, but also like kind of heartwarming, I guess. That even in the end of the world, the children are still, seeing the best of the world. So yes, this is what I recommend doing. You want a shroom shake, and you want a fire burst. These are special. These give you a special result, which I will show. Emergency ration. You may be thinking, it's only 10 HP. Why the heck did you make such a big deal out of it? Yes, it is only 10 HP. You're right. However, there's a catch. If you go into the pit of 100 trials, it will be updated to 50 HP. So, I'm gonna, we're gonna talk to everyone real quick in Flopside, and then we're gonna make about 2 more. I don't think I need any more than that. I hope not, at least. But, yeah, we're gonna talk to people. This will be one of those talking episodes. Maybe we'll go to Flopside pit, but that's a maybe. And if so, it's gonna be very short. To be honest, you are quite exquisite, but your haircut, terrible, so puzzling, so unruly. Hello, what is the word? So yesterday, mon talk. Wait, moment. I will transform you to work the epitome of woman. Oh my gosh, this is when he does it? Yup, he can change Peach's hairstyle. I love it. For now, you, Montreux, are perfection. There more. Are you ready to make your debut on? The world awaits. But beauty is fragile on. This hairstyle is very hard to maintain. Be careful. He's also saying that I believe if you go into another loading zone, you don't get this peach, which is a shame. Papa shoots straight from the hip, as people say. The man has no concept of the truest love. That is what Mama said. You figure this out now, Mama? It's a little sad. But yeah, I think her hair just... Well, she keeps it, but I think if you switch characters, then that's when it, stops. Let's see. Yeah, I thought so. A shame, but oh well. Would you care to hear my little song? Oh, lullaby, the singer that is I, and the songwriter is my guy. We create tunes, two united, lyrics sung and music righted. But more than me or the music we made, my guy's true love is the arcade. Music goddess loves me, love goddess loathes me. Love goddess, tell me true, just what is this girl to do? Can I forget him so soon? Can I sing another tune? But now all alone I sing, close to my heart, my memories cling. Yeah, so she's thinking of breaking up with him, which, I mean, honestly, if your guy spends more time in the arcade than with you, I think you should talk to him. Oh, dearest grandmother, the sky is so very dark. What will happen to us? The end of our world is coming, my dear. Everything will be destroyed. Grandmother, really? I don't want it to end. Frightened. Hush, child, and learn well. You must expect the worst. That's the key to longevity. I don't know what's going to happen, but it doesn't do anyone any good to worry. Do not cry, little one. Stare down that approaching void and shout defiance. It's actually pretty solid advice. But also, I think you should comfort your child a little bit before you say, by the way, we're all gonna die. Is he? But his partner's game ended tragically. Now he travels alone. He no longer explores. I don't know what became of that explorer, but I've heard of a chap that may be selling the treasure maps the guy left behind. That shop should definitely be underground somewhere. So yeah, we now have Veronicus' full backstory. I'm a best-selling novel. I'm a best-selling novelist. My mind positively brings for the ideas of the utmost quality. I submitted all my manuscripts for the next 10 years, and now I'm bored. I can share my best ideas with you as they come to me. They arrive oddly. A fellow that looks just like me appears in my dreams and shares ideas with me. Fascinating, yes, but lately doesn't look very hale, so I'm a touch concerned. I think he said that last time. But yeah, so Veronicus once was a worldwide traveler and he traveled with a friend. However, that friend died. And now Veronicus kind of shed light, or not shed light, but stopped traveling because of it. It's honestly kind of sad. Anyway, we can talk to the people up here now. Remember, it's only Shroom Shakes and Firebursts, so you have to buy them from Flipside. See you later, the whole sky's gotten bigger. It's all going perfectly. Pretty soon I'll finally get to see what the end of the world looks like. This guy's still insane. When I was but a girl, my mom told me that when our games end, we go to the sky. When all the worlds are gone, then where do our spirits go? They just wander about aimlessly? Thought is too depressing to bear. A man named Count Bleck's trying to destroy all worlds, is that correct? I can't believe that's common knowledge up here. I do hope that someone will talk to that fellow and convince him not to. I like this, these dialogues in the last chapter. It's very real. It's not fancy, this town, but to think of it ending, I don't know, it's a bit sad. Why do you have to take something like this for me to feel fondness? How strange. You truly don't know to appreciate something until it's near out of your grasp, huh? Oh man, this town is just plain sizzling with ladies who are just my type. And the top spot on the babe list right now is a girl who doesn't live here. Yep, my hottie du jour is Count Bleck's underling, Nastasia. Wow, wait, backstory, mate? She's reached the pinnacle of the female species. Oh man, if I could exchange just one glance with her, then the world could end. Well, joke's on you. She's, gonna end soon. I find it amusing that, how do I put this? Who knows about Count Bleck and his underlings, which is, it makes sense, but Noel seems to be a lot more, okay with talking about it than, Merlin. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. For some reason, I thought that was the last heart pillar, but no, that's not it. This block tower, I think it's perfect, but there's something missing. Need something up top. I think there's a secret hidden there. We talked to him before. I wish I could at least jump really high. Oh yeah, heard if there was one here who could jump super high. His name was, Leslie. Oh, I know. Wait, I forgot. He's like Mario's brother, but he's not very famous, so I can't remember his name. Oh, has he jumps over their memories? Oh no, poor Luigi! Oh no! Luigi. Oh man, poor Luigi. So, do I cut this? Nah, you guys can see the process. I will say though, if you aren't going to do the flopside pit, which is perfectly fine, understandable, you don't need to. You can save that for endgame, or you can just not do it. I do recommend it because the reward for it helps a lot in the final chapter, in particular. Let's store real quick. No, I'm not gonna store. I thought of storing the life shrooms, but no, those are really, really helpful. Life shrooms are a godsend in this game, especially where we're going. But I do recommend bringing healing items on top of life shrooms. I don't ever recommend just bringing life shrooms, because then it only heals you with like 10 HP, so that's not exactly the best, you know? Okay, so we can get rid of a hot sauce. We can store it. However, I will also say this. If you're going to do it, what I'm doing, which is, pit, don't, here, hold on. Do I need to buy fireworks? Don't use all your stuff at once. Like, rationalize, or not rationalize, but balance your rations. It's pretty important. I won't spoil why, but this game has a huge flaw that I'm going to discuss when we get there. It'll be like in 3 episodes or so, maybe 2. But this game does have a problem. A certain problem that I think is honestly kind of knocks it down for me. The world's coming to an end. It's been a short life. My dream was to find that special cutie, but I guess I'll wait for the next life. See, people think about reincarnation in this too, which I think is also pretty believable. This really feels like the final countdown, babe. Cashed out my savings account and played my heart out at the arcade. I lived life to the fullest, babe. You should do the same. No regrets. Also, there's a lot of people that, like, the theme of this place is obviously, like, you know, live without regrets. And honestly, I think that's a pretty nice theme to have for an apocalypse game. Or a game that plays, you know, for an apocalyptic settings. That hole in the sky is big. It's gonna swallow us. There's nothing we can do. We're like fishies in a net. I'm not afraid, though. I know the Captain Gills is with me to the end. But just one last time, I want to cuddle him. Like I used to. The entire top floor of the tower is filled with colorful doors. I'm enraged. Who's responsible for this? The stark simplicity has been completely tainted. Unless maybe that's the way this tower was supposed to be all along. He realized, yep. The doors were actually supposed to be that way, I believe, back when the ancients first created the place. There is lore behind that we will get into the lore of this game, believe me. Just not yet. I thought of the coolest idea. I'm gonna make a fortune teller when I grow up. And what I'll do is, I'll use my powers to use the answers to my homework. Really awesome idea, right? Don't steal it. No, bad things. I heard the hole in the sky's gonna swallow the world, destroy everything. Because I complained about how peaceful it's been. No! Take it back. All of it. I'm really sorry. Have mercy. I don't want my game to end. Yeah, see, then there's guys like this, like, that are just, they freak out. Like, if I do, then maybe a miracle will happen. And there's the hopeful ones, you know? You see a lot of perspectives, and I adore it for that. Like, I genuinely think that is very realistic, and kudos to this game for doing that. Because making a realistic scenario without it being, like, too much is, you know, it takes a little bit to do that. Anyway, we are going to go to the pit very soon, so, after our errands. This is the last errand run of this LP. That's insane, because I don't think we will be doing much errands, during, we got the mushroom. I don't think I need that now. Because we won't need to be doing much errands for the last section of this Let's Play. So, enjoy it while it lasts. If you do enjoy it. We talked to you, right? Yeah, okay, we did. So that's everyone in Flopside. We haven't talked to everyone in Flipside, but don't worry, we'll get there after we finish the pits. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm really not. The idea that you have to do the pit 2 times is pretty stupid. In my opinion, I just don't like the idea of it. I like the idea of there being 2 rewards, but like, I don't know. It's just not my thing. Not my thing. So anyway, let's skip. Wait, okay, we used 1 Fire Burst, 1 Shroom Shake. Okay, so let's speed this up because we've seen this animation countless times now. So you know, I could just cut ahead, but oh no. I forgot that was moved to the top spot now. Okay, there we go. And then Fire Burst. Okay, we should be good. I genuinely think this will be enough. As long as I don't play bad, because I do have less HP than I normally do. I usually have 55. But I think we'll be okay. I can do a couple floors of the pit. I will say though, this pit is different from the flip side. Flip. Ugh, jeez, my name's so confusing. Okay. The hole in the sky's gotten bigger, you say? Looks good? I've read a book called How to Beat the End of the World with Sell Like Hotcakes. Yeah, bestseller for sure. 11 8 out of 11s, that's business, baby. What? You're wondering if reading the book actually saved people? We have to buy the book and find it. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Do people in the bar? I will not be talking to the bartender yet. He's a later. Ah, it's the spot. First sip of coffee's the tastiest, the pleasure of anticipation. Yeah, I don't think he changed the dialogue. We'll be talking to the bartender some other time. Don't worry. As we go deeper and deeper. I can't believe this Let's Play's almost over. Like, I'm a little shocked by that, to be honest. That's so crazy to even think about saying. Okay. The Flopside Pit of Under Trials. In case push comes to shove, save. Always save. I'm gonna use Luigi, and I'm gonna use Peach. Maybe Peach. No, we'll use Peach. The Flopside Pit of 100 Trials starts now. New enemies that are exclusive. That's a Dark Goomba. They live in the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials. 10 HP and attack is 2. Enemies here have more HP, way more attack, and are all blackened out. This is the problem with the this is not the problem. No, it's actually a pretty cool way of making it challenging. Because sometimes there's enemies of the same type that you won't even tell. It's honestly a pretty unique way of making challenge. The murals also changed, because now we have, I believe we did have the Squirps one. I don't remember for sure. But I think we did. And, but they do change. They go all the way to the end. Which is also why I didn't do it in Chapter 7, because we would, I believe, be a little spoiled of Chapter 7. So, you know. Yeah. The Cursias are in this, and since you can't tell what kind of Cursias these are, ask Tippy if you're worried. Once again, Piccolo does help. There's no Returnia Cursia, I believe. I've never been hit by one in here. So, don't worry too much about that. Okay, the door's up. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so basically, I think this would be the section that I talk about Chapter 7-4. Because for those that, you know, may or may not have guessed, I did say it was one of my favorites. It is my second favorite chapter in this game. I'll say what first is at some point, but not now. I feel like right now let's focus on Chapter 7-4, not what my first is. Chapter 7-4 is, in my opinion, a way you can show how deep a game is without shoving it in the player's face. Let me explain. So, a lot of times, some games, you know, definitely shove a theme in the face. In the face of things. In the face of their audience, which, you know, it can be alright to, you know, make it a little more obvious, but I think shoving it in the face of an audience is a little insulting. Also, with Dark Koopas here. It can be a little insulting, because it showed, like, you know, that you don't believe that your fan base can tell the theme. But this game's different. Have you guys guessed what the theme of this game is? Go on, I'll give you a good 10 seconds before you guess. Give me 5 seconds, because 10 seconds of silence just seems like kind of bad commentary for me. But the theme is love. Love is a theme that this game definitely does. You have... And I think this chapter showed that the most. You had a love for a parent, two parents and their child, but also love for life of that child. They genuinely loved her, and, like, were happy that she was born into existence. They were never using her. It's just that she was born from the pure heart. So it may look like she was being used, but no, they loved her to death. Now, I guess to talk about the scene itself. First, I actually had a problem with the scene, believe it or not. I was like, okay, why would you believe this obvious enemy of your father about, like, you know, oh jeez, they drop a lot of stuff. But why would you suddenly believe the enemy of your father? Like, why would you just suddenly trust him, you know? Like, that's one thing that confused me as a kid. But I think now that I'm a little more experienced in life, I get it. I get what Lovey was thinking. She didn't believe him. She didn't want to believe Bojo. Which is why she didn't at first. Which is why she was, like, shocked. She was in shock at first, and in denial when he first revealed it. But then she popped the question after we beat him, and that was when she really had to ask, is it true that I'm not your daughter? And that's when her suspicions were correct. She was not always suspicious. No, no, no. She just she just asked a question. A question that, you know, she felt needed answering. Which I think is valid. So no, I don't have a problem with that scene anymore. I did it first. Like, you know, why would you believe this random enemy of your father? But yeah, that's my start to this. We could do 10 more. Right? We can do 10 more. Get the Gashel card, okay. Yes, he sometimes shows up here if you didn't remember. I think good. But yes. Another thing I liked is the dialogue. The dialogue between JD's Granby and Loveby is so realistic to me. Now, I'm not adopted. I should say this now. And I know that scene hit for some people. I know that scene still sticks in some people's minds of those who found a family. And honestly, I get it. I get why it does. Like, not even, like, just adopt a family, like, just a family. Like, I can 100% see it. Because while you may not be their flesh and blood, they're still what you know as family. And that's one thing I appreciate. The whole argument scene, too, I think was beautifully well done and written. Because Lovely at first was like, she went through multiple emotions. At first she was in denial. And then she was angry at them. Angry that they lied. And when they were like, when Granby brought up lying about her allowance use, she was like, how dost thou dare to lecture me about lying? Like, because it's true. They lied to her for years. And I don't know. Now, it is not, what's it called? I do think that, their whole argument scene can also be very realistic. Because we all say things we don't mean when we're in heated conversations. That's just how arguments are. And she didn't mean it when she said, I hate thee. She said it with a frown on her face. She didn't even want to say that, I bet. But no, she said it because that was just her rage at that moment. Her rage of all these years feeling like she was just used as a pure heart. Which is, I don't know. It's definitely, it hit. It hit really strong. And it makes me value important people who I deem as my family, and my, like, people that are close enough to me that I consider them family. And honestly, like I said, it is very realistic, and that's something that I don't think a lot of media gets down on, is how realistic something like that can feel. So that is my general thoughts on it. I really do like the scene. The timing of everything too is perfect. The way that soft light played after JD said, "You are not our daughter," like, that really hit like a reveal. Because, you know, when I was like 10 playing this game, because I wasn't like the age that I normally was, that I was when I first started this game, because I didn't get that far. But when I was like 10 or 11, and I was able to, like, you know, fully understand everything, that hit. The moment the song just was like, just started up, the moment that it, like, you know, jeez, they do damage. The moment the song started up, when she revealed that, I was like stunned. Because the timing of it and everything. And Soul's Light was a beautiful, beautiful timing to play the song. So yes, those are my genuine thoughts. I don't know what else to say. Like, Granby, too, I think he was written really well, even for being, like, a last-minute character we've seen. Being a stern father, but he still cares. Because he yelled back at Lovely because she called, JD's a nagging fake mother, which, dude, that must sting as a parent. Being called that by your own who you conceived as daughter. Yeah, that... Anyway, the chapter, story-wise, is... I usually like to give my thoughts on a chapter. That one is a full-on 10 out of 10. It is a peak of this game. And I hope you guys have stuck around long enough to see the peaks of this game. Because, whatchamacallit? Like, when this game hits in themes and its dialogue, it hits really, really well. It was also hit really, really well, because, geez, that hurt. But yes, I truly do cherish that scene, and it's still something I talk about with people. Like, even outside of, the fandom, what little there is, I still like to talk about that scene, because it means a lot to me. So yes, those are my overall thoughts, because I know that scene is very beloved by the community, so I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. And with that, we get the Goombario card. I won't open these yet. I will once again save these for the end of the Let's Play. But for now, I think that's it. Next time on Super Paper Mario, we go through the pits more and see what lies deeper in. See you guys then.